Foray into acting started right from when I was 8. The first thing I ever did, if you are conversant, was Tales by the Moonlight. And then I got a few roles on Tinsel.
Why did you come to Canada?
I came to Canada because I was searching for opportunities to expand my career and also to provide options for my family. I went back home last summer, right? And when I left in 2014, the question you usually get would be, you have such a great job, you make tons of money, why are you leaving? But when I went back last year, the question, you have tons of money, what are you still doing here? Like, people who are in Nigeria, everyone's asking, you have tons of money, why are you still here? You know, don't get me wrong, Nigeria is still a great place, but it still has lots of problems that need to be tackled, and it's pretty scary for people who are unsure of their futures.
Bro, you need to get one.
This is real. Hello, I am Omar Dalo, actor, producer, voiceover artist, and founder of Handcuffs Entertainment, and this is my journey.
All right. It is another scintillating Friday, and we bring to you from the city of Calgary, the beautiful, the most exciting Friday night mix show. Woo! Don't you feel that groove, Lami?
It's like we're ready, like this is it. You know that if I could drum it in my last life and Fola, I could. I was very good.
In your last life.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Lami?
I'm fantastic. How have you been?
I have been fantastic also. I've been just chilling. This week has been a little bit fun for me. Monday was good because I had to rest a little bit more, and I was just there. Like a bird. I was just free. And then I had a great gig this weekend on Sunday also. I was at a gig just playing music. It was so much fun. So that's how my week has been. You have been selling houses and making good money. I've heard about you. I heard that you made like 4 sales. It's true now. Receive it.
I receive, you know.
You-
Yeah.
So what's in the news? Lami, any gist for us? No, I like Aproko.
Like myself, I do.
But
like
nothing in the
Aproko,
gist.
but as in I was very, very busy this week, you know, like I was trying to get a hang of this little business and all of that. So
It's
I'm
true.
not paying attention to this. Honestly, I didn't really realize that being an entrepreneur could be this much work. Has it been fun?
Yes.
I have a great team. I'm working with great people, but it's been quite something. So I didn't quite pay attention. Like if you see me on Facebook or whatever, it's just to click on post something and get back, you know, like to work, to real work. Yeah.
That's very true. Being an entrepreneur is really tasking, right? It's not for the faint-hearted, right? It's something that you've got to live, breathe, and dream, right? But it's also very rewarding because when you begin to then reap the reward, and then you have your own time. I was at the mechanic store just yesterday, or mechanic shop, and he was telling me that the difference between, doing your 9 to 5 and owning your business, that it's actually the same. The only difference, this is how he put it. The only difference is that when you're angry as an entrepreneur, you can go for 1 hour and just drive and just go and just do whatever you like and come back. But when you're angry as an employee, you can't do it. You have to stay there. If your boss say something's wrong with you, you say yes, sir. So today promises to be another exciting show of the Friday Night Mix Show, and we've got somebody so exciting in the house this evening. She's been everywhere. Let me just put this chat up. When somebody said good morning, So Josiah is saying good morning all the way from Nigeria. Good morning to you too. Thanks for joining the Friday Night Mix Show. It's still Friday here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and in the Western world. But I'm sure people have woken up to beautiful, beautiful sunlight in Africa, and we do appreciate.
Right now, it's probably afternoon in Australia. So
Wow, afternoon in Australia, Saturday afternoon or Friday afternoon?
Most likely Saturday afternoon. Yeah.
I think that's one of the things we should talk about pretty soon, right? Just talk about the time zones around the world, how people can be. Is there any country that has like 24-hour difference? Like if we're at 10 o'clock right now, they are 10 o'clock in their own space too, but it's 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Saturday. Would there be any country like, I think India might be closer to it, or China or something.
I've never really checked it out, so I don't know for certain. Yeah.
I've also never really thought about that. But today, we are bringing to you a woman of timber and caliburous caliber. Have you heard that before, Lami? A woman of timber and caliburous caliber.
I hear all sorts. When is you? So,
all right. So, this woman, I've interviewed her before. I had the pleasure of interviewing her before. You know, she's such a wonderful soul, and I was glad when I thought, okay.
Interview.
You said?
The person you want to interview is this person. I'm very curious.
This person. Hey,
yeah.
Let me just tell you, see, she's a creative entrepreneur. She's a speaker and author. I mean, talking about entrepreneurship, right? She's a speaker and author with compelling vision to use the platforms to invest in the dream of girls and in the strength of women. I mean, and that's one of the things I like the most about her. You know, her passion is to live a fuller life and more expressive life. And this has made her leave the corporate world, like we are still here in the corporate world, and to become an entrepreneur. Ladies and men to Jen. All of our business platforms have been built to empower women at different stages. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not busy, please make welcome the beautiful, the one and only Adedoyin Omotara.
Let me dance. Some music. Come on now.
Welcome to the show. Can you hear the clapping and the claps that is going on for you? Thank you for joining the show, Omotara. You've been watching the show from the side. I was like, one day we have to bring you. We have to bring you to the show. Oluwayomi Bariwa says she's waving to you. She's saying hi to you. And the Friday Night Mix community is also saying welcome, and we want to welcome you with this one. Woo! All right, let's get into it. You said what? You said what?
That was fast now.
Yeah, that one. That's the sharp one for.
Let me dance now.
That one's just a sharp one. It's a sharp one to just bring you in, right?
I don't need music to dance, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I trust you.
There's a music in my heart.
Adedoyin, it's so good to see you. Thank you for also honoring our call tonight to be on the show. How are you doing?
So this is my bedtime, guys. I like to sleep early. I'm doing good. I've had a fantastic week. I'm doing very good. Thank you.
All right, that's cool. Doing good. And you know, it's so good. I wish I could put myself in the middle of both of you. You know, it's just like you guys are like, yeah. I wish I could just put myself up. I guess I'll work on that.
Back to the side.
I should move to that side.
Move to the side.
So let me not lie. Today we just want to vibe, right? We're gonna talk serious things, but also we're just gonna also enjoy ourselves and just have a great night tonight while we talk to each other. Let me give the floor to Lami to start first, because I know you have a lot to ask this woman of timber and caliburous caliber.
I don't even know this person that you have brought on now. Who is she? Please, who are you? Introduce yourself. Let us know you. like Nigerians would say, let us meet you.
Let's meet you.
That's one of the most amazing interview lines that I hear. Like, can we meet?
We have met.
This is just meeting.
We are meeting right now.
I'm going to pretend like I don't know you. So just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Mm, mm,
Timba and
mm.
Caliboros woman, you said, right? So
Yes.
are you borrowing from
Timber and
Fola?
Calibros Caliber
Just tell us a little
woman.
bit about yourself, your journey to Canada, and how you became the entrepreneur. You know, just a snapshot.
Okay, I would have said let the Bible itself.
Mm.
Just from the questions you'll be asking, but I can always share a bit about myself. So, journey into Canada. I'm not echoing. Okay, you hear me clearly. Can
I
you
can.
hear me?
We can hear you. Do you want to turn up the volume of your device that you're using? You can also turn it to the highest if you want to. Can you?
Yeah,
Just
so
turn
I've
the
turned
volume
it to the highest. I've turned
to
it
the
to the
highest. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear.
okay,
Everybody can hear.
perfect. Yeah, so I started we came into Calgary in 2018, right? And I moved from the UK. Went to UK for 5 years, and before then, we were in Trinidad and Tobago. That's where we started our life as a family.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so we came to 2018, and just before we had resigned my job, I had to resign because we were moving to a new country. And I got to a point, you know how you might get worried like, oh, I don't have a job, I don't have a new place. That wasn't my problem. I was just so excited to start a new
Mm.
brand myself from that 9 to 5 chick to an entrepreneur. I came in saying I want to do entrepreneurship. That's what I want to do. Let me try it. Yes, if it doesn't work out, I'll go get a job. You know. And that was really how I started. And I really started from rock bottom, rock bottom, right? I did in my late 20s, um, stroke early 30s. I wouldn't do it now.
Mm.
Just because I'm older, I wouldn't I had money, right? But that to me was just so exciting. Like, oh my god, I'm going to be a makeup artist this time. I'm going to launch my product. I'm going to teach people makeup. So much fun. I had so much energy, and I
Mm.
did have energy. I would go from house to house. I was a mobile business analyst, selling products around. And then I launched my first line of products in 2016. And that attracted a lot of people. People were so inspired. So first time people were saying, doing something like this, is inspiring. Um, and shortly after then, I opened my first store. Mostly services, product, and then we taught
Oh,
people.
let me stop you for a while. So the people say there's echo with on your audio. You can hear it too, right?
And hear the echo. Yeah.
How did you connect?
Just from the link.
No worry, we are in the community. The people that are watching this show are not. We're not trying to impress anybody. They just want to hear you clearly. So
Okay.
let's work on how the sound is connected, so we can
Hear me now.
we can hear you, but I think it just echoes. Did you connect with two devices?
No, just one. Or you know what? I can just use my phone. I think I know what.
Yeah, because I think with phone is usually clearer
Yeah.
the audio.
I think
So
I'll
if we
do it.
can connect with phone, let's get that sorted, and then let's get back into this business of talking, because they really want to hear you. You know, people don't pretend on this show. They really want to like, okay, we need to hear. Especially being CEO, creative entrepreneur, CEO, Adonia. No, we have to hear every single bite. Thank you guys for dropping your messages. Say your guest audio is echoing, so we can hardly pick that what she's saying. Yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate. Thank you so much, Mabong Oladapo. Oh, yeah, talk. I think it's better now.
Yeah, I'm just getting.
Okay, let me remove this one. This is better.
Okay.
Oh God, look how clear it is.
I can still hear the echo.
You can still hear the echo. Me, I can't hear the echo again.
Maybe your headphone.
Can you hear me?
Me, I
It's
can hear
better.
you now.
It's better.
Okay. Guys, can you let us know in the comment section if the audio is better now? so that you can continue the conversation with us tonight. So yeah, just go ahead. I'm sure people will tell us. They'll let us know in the yes. They say yes. They said yes. We need to hear every word. Thank you, Peter. But want to know is it better now? Is it? Didoyin, please talk. Say
So let
something.
me know. Is it better now?
Can you see hear the
It's
echo?
blur, but I can still hear the echo.
They say it's the
Are
echo.
you something that are you sure it's not something you can adjust on your end?
On my end.
Yeah, because you've adjusted it before.
Okay, let me see if I can adjust it on my end. What about now? Is it better?
Hi,
Let me
hi.
see. Good.
It's
That was
better
good.
now.
That was good. That was really good. That was really good. I don't know what you did, but you did
Hi.
something.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't lie to you. I think I'm the one that caused the echo.
Yeah.
I always
I
knew
don't
it.
need to lie in Friday night. Sorry, don't verse.
So should I go back to my
So it's
computer?
better now. It's me. But it means that I have to turn down the sound. What about now? Okay, Dudoing. Shoot. Let us know. So just continue telling us a bit about yourself so we can.
Okay, so what was I? So I said, yeah, we moved into Calgary in 2015 from the UK, and I had always been a 9 to 5 chick, and I was just so excited to come and start my entrepreneurship journey. I had started Adoya in the UK in 2014, and it got to that point where I was like, if only I could focus on this business, I think it would do so well. And the only way to focus was to leave my job, but it was tough to leave the job. So when we were relocating, it was like a good opportunity for me to just really try out this entrepreneurship thing, and more because I had really explored 9 to 5. I did tech, I did management, I did different things, and it wasn't just I wasn't just vibing with it. I didn't really like 9 to 5. And then when we came here, it was an opportunity to start entrepreneurship. And I was just listening to Lami when she was saying, "Oh, entrepreneurship is difficult." Like, I
Lami,
can
you just start. You
no,
just begin.
but she's not lying. Like you
True.
never your work. There's just so much to do. You are the marketing manager, strategist,
Yeah.
admin, everything,
Oh, God.
everything, and you're only one.
God.
And you still have your personal life, right, that you want to keep intact. So it's a whole lot. And I'm just thankful to God that I've been able to go through all of those phases. There were times where I felt
Mm,
but I wasn't giving my home enough attention.
mm,
Even the business, it wasn't as if it was all that, and you just feel like you're sort of losing at both ends. But I'm just thankful for grit and
mm,
for just focusing on the vision, so that even all of each of the little steps that I'm able to take, I'm full of gratitude with it. Yeah, but it's been a journey. My entrepreneurship journey has been it's been very bumpy. But I'm thankful for where I'm at, and I'm thankful for where I'm going. So I think it'll be easier to ask questions because I have
I
so.
will ask you a question. Don't worry. I will
1
ask you a
hour is
question.
not enough to share their Donya story. The reason I'm still awake.
Don't worry about that. Question is coming your way. And the first one is I mean, I want us to get, deeply into this. Because a lot of ladies look up to you in Calgary, right? I've spoken to people who definitely look up to you and they're excited to be in your corner. You're like somebody that, they can really trust when it comes to, especially when it comes to just getting up and doing your thing, right? And my question to you is what apart from your husband, what other support and God? Like, I know you say God, and God is the ultimate. But apart from your husband and God, what is this? What I want to say support structure, but let me not say support structure. What is it that holds it together for you? What brings it together for you when you wake up in the morning, and especially those days when you feel like I don't want to go anywhere today. I'm just angry with, like, the business deal I did yesterday didn't work through. I'm so angry. Da, 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 da. You know that period when we get into that zone where, like, I just don't want to see anybody. what do you run to? The Bible says, "Lead me to the rock that is higher than I." Right? When situation for you, I not say God. I warn you.
And
Don't
you
say
said I
God.
should not mention God.
Don't mention God. Tell me, what is that person or whatever it is?
Because we already know God. We
Because we
know that
already know God.
you understand. So
Let's
another
let
one.
put God
God,
first.
after
Then
God, God.
nice, 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 nice.
God. But seriously, um, yeah, there are lots of times where, when I just feel like, what am I even doing? Am I
Mm,
sure? Am I sure my head is correct? Like, right? Like, what are you doing?
mm,
You're trying to empower women. You're trying to empower. At times, I
mm,
also feel you're trying to empower people that they don't really care. You
mm,
trying to. Do you understand? You're trying
mm,
to. You're doing things. I've had that feeling a lot, especially in the last 1 year when I opened the collective. You know,
mm,
like I just feel I'm doing so much and not being appreciated. But you know what? That feeling doesn't last long.
mm,
Just rant, maybe with a few of my close friends for like 5 minutes, and the next minute I'm up. I just need to rant, and whoever I
mm,
see, for my kids, I'm just like, oh my god, this is happened. And they're like, oh mommy, oh sorry, you feel that way, and that I just need to talk about it, and that's
mm.
done because for me the vision is higher than what I
Myself.
around, and
Mm,
and what, yeah, it's bigger than that. So I mostly just focus. That is my drive. So you're asking, besides God, besides my husband, the vision is my drive. It's the vision pulling me. I'm not the one pulling the vision or trying to.
mm,
It's like
mm,
the vision trying to use me to execute itself. I don't understand. I don't know how to put it, but I have such a strong conviction that I have been called to help women gain their confidence. When you feel like you can't do something, and I see that a lot. You can't do something. And you see Adonia, you see doing, you see me doing stuff. I feel it helps people reignite their passions.
mm,
It helps people even do better, whether they're in career or wherever they are. It just helps them. And I just feel that I have a strong conviction that that's why I'm on earth.
mm,
Right. And that's why my personal story is the way it is. And that's
mm,
why I'm from where I'm from. I'm from my parents, I'm from Nigeria, and all of my journey, how I met my husband, and my unique story has been crafted, you know, to be able to um, um, be in a place where I can empower women, mostly women and young girls. And I'm very clear about that. So any
mm,
platform I get, that's the next thing I'm thinking. How can I use this platform to empower women to invest in the dream of girls and the strength of women? How can I use this platform to help women live fuller and more expressive lives? And the funny thing is, there's this book, Start With Why. The guy says if you've run your company for a while and you're still having to explain to people what your why is, then even your why is not clear to you.
mm,
And that got to me when I started Adonia Real Estate, and somebody reached out to me and said, "Hey, Doyin, I'm so glad you're in this industry, and I'm hoping you will do what you normally do with Adonia. You
mm,
ever want to bring women together for investment? I'm in." That was
mm,
before I got my license. That was when I had
mm,
exams and I was just putting it out there. Adonia Real Estate loading, and somebody already said, "I'm in if you
mm,
bring women together for investment." Sincerely, that morning I actually cried. I'm like, what?
mm,
Like, what? But that is my heart. That is my heart. I don't know how else to put it, but really, that is my heart.
mm.
My husband says, "No, you don't like money. You just want to be empowering women." I don't, I don't like money. And not that I don't like money, but I feel it's bigger for me. It's a bigger fulfillment when I see that I'm able to help one, two, three, four, five women, have a leverage and just really rise. I feel that I'm fulfilling what God has brought me on earth to do.
To
And
do.
yes, yes. And
Peter
that,
is Peter is Peter is saying correction. No, we men too. We look up to her, not just ladies. Which is absolutely true. I mean, we look up to you also because you're such a great force to reckon with.
Oh, thank
And you know, have you ever had any issue with anyone in this industry or what in your journey? And when I say issue, I'm actually talking about your business. Has there been any time that you had to fight for your business, fight for what you believe in, and just grind it out with the person or with the established whatever it was that's trying to bring you down? Has there ever been any time like that?
Okay, yes. And I had never experienced anything like that before in my entire life. So last year, it's funny how you asked this question. So last year, I had just come back from my summer holiday. I went to spend my family, all of us, me, my sister, everyone. We all went
At
to
that time that you went to that history
we
that
went
we
to
are abusing you in
oh,
the meeting. You just went to enjoy alone. See, let me
no, it's
tell you
not
what she
that
did.
one. It's
Not
not
that
that one. It's not that
They
one.
say it's not
okay.
that one.
Family trip.
But let me still tell you what she did. Only her, only doing took herself by herself with herself
It's
alone.
called solo trip. It's called solo trip.
She just went, left her husband and two
Which is just
boys, and went away, far away, and enjoyed us. How many weeks did you spend doing?
it's not that deep. It's only 4 nights.
It's only fortnight.
It's not even up to a week.
It's not.
Okay.
Thank you.
But when you came back a different person. Did you not?
I
She was
love.
refreshed.
It was just different.
Look
I
at
love
that.
family, but then I love the solo life too.
Right.
Anywho, so I just come back from a holiday I've always hoped for, that we will all come together as a family. Now, not all of us, we're still missing two siblings, but then three
Okay.
siblings together in one house. I think we were there for like 10 days or so. We
Wow.
traveled, outside of Chicago. But it was really, really lovely, just spending time with my sisters, and then all the kids having fun, playing, fighting. It was so much fun. I was high. And then usually when I come back from summer, I start to plan on mask. So, and then all of a sudden, I think the weekend after I came, people just started sending me messages of a woman, a South Sudanese woman, that had been making noise and saying Adonia is copying her. So she says Adonia is copying my product, Adonia is copying my ideas, maybe Adonia is diabolical. And in my
Uh-uh.
mind, first the person that sent to me, I was like, oh yeah, it's the Holy Spirit, right? The very people that say that it's the Holy Spirit, it's the Holy Spirit in me. Anyway, so and then she went on, and so she had, I think, spoken to a few people in the community. So I had a few people call me, and I like even on my website is written that I do private label. Everybody knows that I don't go home and mix coconut oil with concealer. It's not my thing. I know my strength, right? So even I coach women that want to start their beauty businesses, that you can either do your own product, in your home. These are the licenses you need for that, or you can go private label. This is a huge industry. There are organizations that have done the skincare products, they've done this makeup products. All you need to do is put your label on
Put your
it.
label on it.
It's in the food industry, all these pop eyes that you're buying, all these frozen, it's mostly private label. People just put their labels on. There are big organizations that do this. It's a huge industry, but consumers don't know this,
True.
right? Consumers don't know. It's if you're in business, or if you are, if you have your ears out, that
Research. Yeah.
so I went out. She put two products. She put my product and her product side by side. Took pictures. I don't know where she got the products from, because I don't even follow her on social media. Put the products side by side and said, "Oh, she launched hers in 2018, and this is someone. This is someone that nobody knew her business. Nobody. So for some reason, she was just trying to get out there and use
So it was
Adonia. But
cloud
why
chasing.
pull someone down because you want to rise?" Right? So I felt really bad because the optics were not good. A layman just saw that. She even put it on Yelp. So if a layman
Whoa.
saw, oh wow, is this what this woman is doing? No wonder. Now, and a lot of people are like that. They are not they are very myopic. A lot of people are actually very myopic. No wonder. So initially I was laughing about, like seriously, this is private label. But then it dawned on me that not everyone knows. And that morning, so it started like, say, let's say on a Friday, a few people called me. By Saturday morning, my friends in the industry, that Lisa makeovers, a few people that I really like and trust, they were like, doing, they saw this, they saw this. And by the time I had picked like 3, 4 calls, I just broke down crying.
Mm.
Told my husband felt so bad. He was like, doing, this is a woman trying to bully you.
Mm.
and and you are here. I'm like, no, that Femi, you know me. Like, I'm not, even in this business for the products. If you understand what I mean, the product is
Mm.
a platform. I can
Mm.
I can decide to discontinue a product today, start another one. It's
Another one.
not the main thing of my. And then this lady is just coming, putting it everywhere. And
Mm.
then at that time, people I was even just cordial with, I felt, yeah, if I was having maybe a big party, I would invite them. And I discovered that those people too were all part of, conniving. Oh
Mm.
yeah, Adonia. Yeah, that woman launched her own first, and all sorts of crazy, crazy. Oh my god! So I told my
Mm.
husband, I said, I should have not left the oil and gas industry. I should have just stayed there. I should have,
Mm.
and for the very first time, I started to like doubt myself. Like, should I even continue in this business? Why will I ever even have anything to do with all of these people if I did not get into the beauty industry? And then
Mm.
God started to remind me. Like, that didn't take long. It was that day. Even that day, I had promised one of my friends I was coming to help her for an event. I still went. I went to help her. I put myself together. Right at that event, Ghana, Ghana community president called me. Community presidents in the black community,
Mm.
they started to call me. But thankfully, all these people are learned people. So it
Mm.
was like, oh, that this woman, she said that everything I'm doing is dragging her business down and something. And I said, well, I don't know this man from anywhere. My product, thank God I can show you invoices of when I started to order samples of this product from Canada in the UK. I was in the UK when I started to research Canadian product because I wanted my products to be made in Canada because we were relocating here. So so all of them were like, okay, she's just making noise. That's the problem with our people. They don't know the industry they're getting into. You went to do private label and you want to be the only one carrying the product. I don't even care if my neighbor is carrying the same product. It's none of
Exactly.
my business. Everybody has how they're selling it. It's all about branding. Two people can have the same product, but
Mm.
the perception of people about Adonia is different from the perception of people about. So people will buy. So I'm selling products, right? So the whole thing got messy. Even the company where I do the makeup, I mean the skincare product, they called me and were
Wow.
like, "Oh, are you okay?" That these ladies sent them message and they told her that, one, this is a private label product. Two, you have not ordered since 2018, so you don't even have a contract with us. You
Mm.
ordered once and you stopped. And this is a lady and any product I put out there, it sells.
Mm.
I'm constantly running out of products.
Product.
So it was
Mm.
it was so sad. Like, I think it took me like a week to now start getting myself together. I remember then I was reading Psalms a lot. There were nights I did not sleep, and all I was doing
Mm.
scriptures, like just praying scriptures. Because I'm like, for me, it's not even about, because my sister cried for, in fact, she was sad for almost 3 months. She was like, I hope it won't affect the conference. I said, no, that's not even what is bothering me. I just need to be very, alert in the spirit. And I prayed a lot of Psalms. The
Did
Psalms
you
are,
know why she did it?
so two things. One, she had been away for so long.
Okay.
This is someone that I don't think she has direction. She has been away for so long and she's trying to get back. And she just wanted, and she probably had a few people too that are beefers and haters. You will always
Attract your
have
kind.
your kind. So
Mm.
probably the people that gave her the strength. Yeah, say it. Put the picture out. You understand? So not knowing that they don't know who they are dealing with.
The rock you're about to jam.
Yes, I mean, it made me pray a lot more and mention her name while praying. It
Mm.
was good. But outside of that, the Unmask Your Beauty conference last year
Mm.
was the biggest we've ever had in terms of
Mm.
dance and in terms of people even sticking to the colors. I was shocked how everybody started buying blue. I said, "Do you understand?" So
Mm.
I was just so it's just a how do they put it? When you're just making noise, a what was that? There's an adage where
The empty barrel makes
empty
loudest noise.
barrels make the loudest noise. she put it on Yelp, and then
Did
she's
you take
like,
any legal action?
I was
yes.
gonna ask.
But that was how I fought back. So
Nice.
I then went to meet my lawyer, and I said, what do I do? My instinct is just to ignore her. But then my lawyer said, don't ignore her. Send her at least a cease and desist. So we sent her a cease and desist, told her to desist from my brand. And that was where I ended it. Just because I felt it was such a distraction. I would have felt very good if a big brand like L'Oreal came and said, it make me feel not a brand that nobody even knows. Even the people in the small community we have, they don't know you. Right? So I felt it was a huge distraction. But then yeah, I did get my lawyer to send something to her. And yeah, and that was it. And people were expecting that, yes, some people are seeing you doing well and they just really want your downfall, really. So when we started seeing, I saw like everyone is an adult. I saw how some people switched, and then all of a sudden they're like switching back, like as if she knows what she's doing.
Mm.
Because human beings are very finicky, and I just look and I smile, and I'm like, when you have a heart without guile, for me, I think that's the biggest thing. I don't hold people at heart. I'm not struggling for you to buy my, if you don't like my products, don't buy it. If you don't like the way we do our services, don't. It doesn't mean I will not interact with you, and it doesn't mean I will not be good to you,
To you.
right? And I think that is what has really helped me in life, generally, to just be kind to people, whether you want to be mean or not, to just generally be kind to people. And that has really, really helped me. But that has been my biggest, what was the question? Whatever question you asked,
The
that's
biggest
the
battle that you had.
only thing I can actually speak to.
So I wanted to, before Lami's going to ask the next question, but just a quick one. A quick one. You empower women, and I like the fact that you said that it's not even about whether the product that you sell, whatever platform you have, which is also part of what I've read, right? Whatever platform you have is just to shed a little bit more light on that, because I'm trying to wrap my head around, okay, if you're going to empower women, and I know we talked about this on my journey show, right? If you're empowering women, is it that you're training? Is that in training? Is that in
Right.
leadership? Is that in give us an idea about what you do?
So I talk about investing in the dream of girls and in the strength of women. So some of the things we've done, and that is what, like, it's pivotal to everything I do. So one of the things that we started with was, so we have this annual team giving camp where we teach, young girls confidence. We also teach them makeup. Lami has been one of the guest tutors before, and she came to teach about emotional intelligence.
My don't underestimate my Lamu. File.
Yeah, no, she's a woman of many parts,
I
and
know.
we love collaborating with her. So yes. So I've had people come in, teach something. It's just a 5-day camp, but you should hear what the girls have to say about it. And then I also journal, a prompted journal for them. A lot of girls use that journal. You just tell kids journal and they don't know what to say, but if you prompt, if you write something, ask questions, then they're able to journal. So some of the things some of those things are things I do to connect with young girls, because I know a lot of young girls look up to me. So the thing is, young girls love to come into a makeup studio when they see makeup nails, and
Yeah.
when they come, everybody remembers Auntie Adonia. And best way, so a lot of them, their parents are like, when you're 12, I'm going to send you here, you're going to come for 5 days. So they get so excited. So every year, even before we start to market, people are asking, when is the date, because we're planning to travel for the year. So it's something that has come to stay since 2018. Also for women, I believe in empowering, in terms of the conference we do is very empowering. A lot of women come out of the conference feeling inspired, because it's not just me speaking every year. It's different. So you come into a space and you see like 10 different women speaking on different things. It's just empowering. Women are killing it in
Yeah.
their spaces. What am I doing? Right? So that's a way of empowering. And then another thing that we do is, so when we started Adonia Beauty, a lot of people they just love the fact that I had a front end store, and people, whenever they come, people are always in Adonia. People love coming to Adonia, even if it's just to sit down and just
I just gist.
get that energy. They loved it.
Yeah.
So I know a few people that would bring their products regularly and just come and hang out in Adonia and sell. Yes. And that was when the idea of Adonia Collective started coming. But I didn't even think of collective. I started creating shelf spaces for people with products inside Adonia Beauty. And then later I saw it was getting clumsy. Like, we can't have makeup and ginger and spice and, this is Adonia Beauty. Let's do something else. Let's create a collective. And that was when Collective came together. Collective is like the biggest platform for empowerment that I feel has been created by the Adonia brand. Because you can, some people have not sold any products. They have products and it's just in their basement. They don't even know how to tell their friend, oh, for this stipend, because we only charge a stipend. Because all I'm after is we just need to cover the costs, right? For this stipend, you mean I'm able to put my product in a place where random people are walking by and they stop by to buy. So that has been really empowering for the women. So there are different. So empowerment is not one thing. It's it's based on the inspiration that God is giving you at every particular time. So people have been asking me, Tony, what do you want to do with real estate? Because we know that beyond buying and selling, there's something deeper. People have been asking me, even I'm like, I'm still waiting to hear. I'm waiting to hear, but I do know that this is a platform I'm definitely going to use for empowerment. And last year, when all of these things happened, these all I started saying I was stopping her because too many people were coming to meet me. One day, one of the days, the Holy Spirit dropped it in my mind to just tell the person that was saying, what are you doing about this woman? To tell her so that people can shut up, to say, you know what? Eventually, Adonia is going to hire all of these people talking about Adonia in this way. Eventually, Adonia is going to hire their children, and Adonia is going to give their businesses grants. And that was,
Bam.
and when I tell anybody that, they just keep quiet. How I've been shutting people up. Because when they come, I'm just like, you know what? It's okay. Adonia is going to end up. And that brought a bigger vision for me. Like, doing, how are you going to do it? So we've not even started anything yet. So there's still Adonia. I know I have Adonia College and I have all my Adonia.
Nice.
For I want to be able to, I want Adonia to be a company that is recruiting hundreds of black, hundreds, because it's really a pain point for me where I don't like people coming into the country and not getting jobs.
You're
And I'm
not
like,
getting jobs.
brilliant people. A lot of people come in with masters, with BSc. I'm like, why won't you get a job? So I want to create platforms where people can get jobs, and it's money that will drive these things. So we are only just starting. So even with real estate, I'm still, looking at, okay, how do we empower people through this platform? But there are other platforms we intend to create
To
that
create.
will create jobs for
So
our
so
for
so
our
so the stones they are throwing at you, you're just picking them and using as stepping stones.
empowering.
Again, again,
No, she's even
again.
building houses with it.
With
She's not
it.
just yes,
Hey.
that's what she's doing. She's taking the stone, she's building it. She's building a
It just
beautiful
occurred to me
mansion.
that, you know
You
what,
understand?
tell this person this, and the person and that, as they just go away with, like,
Silently.
silently. And I'm like, that only Holy Spirit could have done that. And for me, the biggest anchor is the Holy Spirit, just leaning in and just hearing what he has to say from time to time. I was telling Lami, because we were together on Monday. I said, me, that I don't like to go out on Mondays. Mondays generally are my retreat days. I mostly just soak myself in the word, in worship, just to hear, just to keep plugged in. Because on a normal day, my day to day is very busy and can be erratic too. So I try to keep Monday like sacred and just to myself, right? But that has really been my place of strength, where I really strength and I get inspiration and ideas on the next thing to do. So I'm thankful.
We are thankful. I'm sure Lami has something to ask, but before that, quickly, Peter says, can you highlight the principles or lessons that you learned from your opposition story? So from that story of somebody, trying to bring your business down or trying to cloud chase using your company name, something you have built with your sweat, blood, and sleepless nights.
It's
So,
Samuel.
they say, pay me. Something that you work so hard for years. You have been researching since you were in UK 10 years ago.
No, it's
Somebody now wants to just come and just say, yeah, what are even in fact, just tell us what do you think, if you're going to advise someone who's going through that rough edges right now in their business, what would you say to that person? Maybe similar situation.
So nobody's gonna talk about you if you're not doing something great.
Mm,
Like,
mm,
nobody really cares.
mm.
They see you are doing something great.
Come and
That,
talk about
that
my show.
and you
Bad
know
people.
the funny thing. Like, now the funny thing. Last year was when we started collective. So the lady also wrote about collective, that even the collective that she's running it with taxpayers' money, with grants, taxpayers' money.
Ah,
And at the end of the day, she's going to end up copying everything that all the collective people are selling. She wrote that.
ah.
And you now know the funny thing, I've never collected grants in my life.
Mm,
Everything
mm,
I collected was from each of the so everything just didn't make sense to me. I was just
mm,
picking up stories. And yeah. So anyway, back to the question. If you're not doing something great, and at that time when all of those things came in, collective was really shaky. You know how you start something
mm,
and it's not
mm,
balancing. We didn't get to a we didn't we had moved stores 4 times. It was the fourth time we got a stable space. We didn't get
mm,
a space until September last year. Before then, we had moved, no, three. That was the third time. We had moved three. So it was still shaky where I was,
mm.
let me walk. Do you understand? What is my business with all of these women? Can I not just close this thing? And that was when she's not right. Do you understand? So I'm like, the thing is not even working yet. And you're
Is it
ready.
not funny? Is it not funny that is a woman that now stood up to be the biggest antagonist? Is that not funny?
I'm like, the collective is not even working yet. And you're already beefing it. When it now starts to work, so
Mm,
so 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 it got me thinking that I was doing something really powerful. Like, I sat down and started thinking, okay, this collective, instead
mm.
of just starting it within 1 year and closing it, how can I, like, what is
Metamorphosize.
I started to really think, because I'm like, these
Mm.
people are seeing something I'm not seeing. They're saying something because if you're attacking something that is not even working, how, right? So I
And
believe,
that could even be a way a Holy Spirit is trying to let you, maybe you in your
yeah,
mind, you're already thinking of closing and like, okay, you know what? Let me bring afflictions on some somewhere so that you can begin to think and
yeah.
begin to plan it better.
Because I'm like,
Mm,
who sends me work to be packing women up and down? What's my own? You know. But I'm thankful for that. I think if people haven't, when people start to come against something that you're building, it's because they've seen something that even you may not have seen.
that's
They've
true.
seen it, they've seen the success, even before
Mm,
you see it, right? So I started to just really pray and strengthen myself and tell
mm,
myself what I saw, what I've done. And then another thing is, I really wish, it's just that it had gone too far. I really wish I could sit down with the woman and tell her, you know what,
mm,
Chale, how did the Ghanaian say it? This business is not easy for anyone.
mm.
Yeah,
Why don't we network? Why don't we
you
come
get
together?
it might appear rosy outside, but this business is not only you that is hard for, it's difficult for everyone,
Mm,
right? But you never had that conversation with me, and you just went on and on thinking
mm,
rosy for me, right? So
mm,
yeah, so I just feel she's also coming from a place of pain, and I mostly prayed for her, to be honest,
mm,
like prayer of peace, because if you're at peace, you're not going to be looking for trouble.
mm.
Praying that God will give her peace, purpose, and direction. Because if you have those three things, you're not even going to see what other people are doing. You're
Exactly.
going to be on the competitive lane. You are going to be
Exactly.
creating, because there's so much that God is putting inside of you to create,
Mm, mm,
right?
mm,
Yeah. So
mm,
yeah, so I just mostly prayed, and I valued and treasured what I had even more, because of
mm.
attack. I'm like, oh,
True.
something big in here that even me I'm not seeing.
Lami, we have a game that we're going to play tonight. Where you're
Is
just
that
going
why
to
you
answer
brought
them.
out the judges? What do you call gavel? Just now, like seriously, the last time it was Okudel. You see, bring talking drum. The way we are going on this show, one day
This is
you
for
bring.
doing. This is especially for only doing receives this one. Only doing
Last time
the
was what's
court.
that thing? That shekere or something. You That's what
The
you want
court
to do.
of heaven have decided on doing his case. Adonia Collective
Sorry.
is becoming global.
Woo!
Very good.
Simple. Simple.
And you don't even want to know the number of requests I receive in a day. Can we open a franchise in America?
Wow.
I receive different things, and I'm like, we will
Mm,
get there. We will get there, but we're
we'll
not set
get.
up for that yet. We're not set up for that yet. We'll get there.
Mm. Lami.
So, as in, to start with, you've been fantastic, and I picked up what you said about peace, purpose, and direction. It It was really nice. And there is something about being in your lane. I know that I've heard people say before that when you are running a race, if you keep staring at your opponents, even you yourself, you have problems. So
You
you have to
fall.
keep your eyes on the prize, which is really important.
Mm.
And when you, but if you don't know the price, I guess at that point you'll be looking at somebody else's
Exactly.
medal.
You're looking at someone else's price.
You'll be looking at somebody else's price, right?
Mm.
So I just really pray that God helps us to focus, and I think that's been the thing. I was in a conversation earlier, and I think one of our, it was like a small group, my church group, and they were asking what's God been talking to you about, and I think it's focus. And I think if you can focus on where God is taking you to, and
Mm.
we told her not to talk about God, right? Not to talk about God,
No, no.
but
This is
somehow
a God. This is a God
you
show.
could see God, like in the midst of everything. And because of course this is a Christian show, right? And we talk
Yeah.
about God. But it was practical. It wasn't just, I remember being in I think Doi was there when, when I was harassing her about a particular, event that we had. And this lady came to speak with us, and people were asking her life questions like, what do I do when this happens? I say, just pray. What do I do? Just pray. I say, auntie, what's the problem, Gongo? Because I mean, yeah, of course, there's always room for prayer, but the Bible says faith and work, right? And yes, you prayed, you did the work, you got a lawyer involved, and then of course, and that put a stop to all of that, and hopefully forever. Let
I wanted to highlight it. Do you
Mm,
know that God can be leading you in a direction that is like you're not the only person God is giving a
True.
particular.
right,
True.
absolutely,
He's giving it to different people to execute it based on the gifts and talents He has given them.
right.
So
True.
see someone literally living your dream right in front of
Mm.
Mm,
you. Literally
Mm.
everything God has.
Yes.
And you have two things. You have two options. Either
mm,
to get
Mm.
inspired and go do it the way
mm,
God is telling you to do it, or
Mm.
get envious, and then
Mm.
and then it turns to witchcraft.
right,
Right?
Mm.
Yeah,
right, right, right,
yeah.
right. I
So
mean, let's not even get into the like, but
Mm.
because there's so many deep stuff that you talked about today, because I was looking at the story of Saul and David, because that's where I'm reading in the Bible, and I was just curious,
Mm.
like Saul was really out to kill David, and for what? And that's what envy does. And I remember when Samuel was cautioning him and saying that God doesn't want, I mean, that obedience is better than sacrifice, and then something is better than something is close to idolatry or something like that. But when you said something like, it gets to a point, jealousy, it goes from jealousy becomes envy, and then it becomes
And
witchcraft.
witchcraft. I like that witchcraft part.
There's nothing worse, but there's so much gifting inside each and every one of us. There's something unique about you. If somebody was going as far as saying, like, your fingerprints, is unique to you,
Mm.
and everything. So if God can be that detailed about your life, I think He has given you your own purpose. It might be similar, but it's different.
That's right.
It's unique to you. You might not be the first to do it, but you will do it your own way, give it your
That's
own
true.
personal touch, and you should be okay with it.
Mm.
Collaboration or competition, I mean, we can go on and
No.
on, and it's beautiful. But so let's keep it, like, let's go to something nice and easy. How do you adjust to Canada weather? That's the question I want to ask you, because you have been here for a long time, you understand me? Because they say it's spring, but I look outside,
It's not springing anything. Oh. This one is
it's not.
just
I
snow up
use
and down.
heat all day.
it's
You
not.
understand? In the
I'm not really
spring. Let me
understanding
hang
what's
it to
going on.
you.
But you know what? To be honest, let me just be honest. I don't even, in my head, I don't like. There's no there are no seasons in my head. I don't look. I just, you know how you just have
You
feelings.
just move.
I just at times I get out and I'm like, I need a thicker jacket. But I don't like the weather doesn't depress me. Some people look outside, they are so down, there's a lot to do. I have goals for the next 100 years if God keeps me till there. So there's so much to do that I actually don't have time to even think about the
You see, I
weather.
know it's not normal.
I'm actually not normal. I'm telling you. So
So
many
you
things
not see
I
this
want to
Mr.
buy,
Right outside.
so many things to do. And I'm like, what is weather?
So we have people who have sent in, they've sent in I mean, it's a community here. You know not doing so. Your people are just saying hello. Imam Bong says, I love the fact that you have empathy for the woman, for her. You still prayed for her. And Amatara says, hello, my beautiful people. Words of wisdom from Lami. Okay, so we have just 5 minutes to end the show. But before we go, we're playing the game.
I looked up and it was 10:45.
It was 10. Exactly. This is not Friday night mix. Before you know it now, So we're beginning to make sure that to end the show, we want to make sure that our guests are actually Christians and they know the Bible. So
I know Bible. I have phone to read the Bible.
you have. See sense. You have sense. So Feidi says mindset is key. Mindset is key to also winning this battle of life. Thank you so much, doing for that. So let's quickly go into the battle. I said battle. Where is the battle? So you have just 5 seconds to let me give you 10 seconds. And Lami. So you have call a friend. You can call Lami.
Don't call me. Don't disgrace me in this place.
They say Pastor Doyin is ready. Pastor Doyin is ready. Let's go.
PG.
First question, Pastor Doyin. So once you get it, I will knock my gavel. This gavel is really vexing. I don't understand what is really going on here. Pastor Doyin, your first question is what is the final book in the Old Testament called? The last book in the Old Testament, what is it called?
Oh yeah, now.
Malachi. All right, nice one. A round of applause for you there. You know that one. Second, so you've gotten one. Second question: what was the first of the 10 commandments? Why do both of you not say? What is the first of the 10 commandments?
First of the 10 commandments.
10.
Thou shalt love your neighbor.
9.
Yeah, 4 feet off.
7. 5.
I don't know it all.
4.
I can say you had this movie. Is it across a screen? Are you trying to set
3.
You shall not love the Lord. You shall not love. I have.
She's reading it from somewhere. Look at
You
this.
shall not
We cannot say whether she ready for somewhere, but she got
have
it.
strange gods before me.
Why are you looking at your screen? You are reading it. You can't even see where.
I'm on my phone. I'm just looking at you guys.
Okay. That's correct. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Now let's go to the next question.
Oh yeah.
The next question. How did God appear to Moses in the wilderness? How did God appear to Moses?
Oh yeah, give them.
Fire.
Fire, yay! Fire in our country. All right. So,
Like that. Stop it.
no, we'll do it like that. So, 2 more questions. So, how many has she? How many did she?
3 for 3.
She got the 3. 3 for 3. Nice. So, people say, oh, Imabong already wrote it in the. Are you sure it's not Imabong's this that you wrote that you? That shall have no other God for me.
Oh, but I can't see the chat.
You can't see it, Abi. Okay. So you have 3. You have 2 more questions to go.
Oh yeah.
What does David bring to Jerusalem to bless the religious city?
The baton.
What was it that David brought into the city to bless the city of Jerusalem?
Oh yeah, say it.
10, 9, 8, 7.
She's googling this thing. I don't trust her.
She's not. Our left hand is that left hand. Our left hand is by our teeth. Oh yeah, raise your hand up like this. Let me see. Let me see what it.
The Ark of the Covenant.
The Ark of the Covenant. Yeah.
I said she googled it. Okay now.
No, our hands were up now. Our hands were up now. Why are you not trusting her? Now the last question. Golu says, Doyin don't ring am. Doyin don't ring am. Doyin has scored 4 out of.
Femi, where are you?
The last question. If you win this question, you actually get a gift. If you win if you get the 5 questions right.
Adonia Cosmetics.
Wait. gift before I know if to fight for this or
So the gift is this is the gift. We are going to buy a product worth $100 from Adoya. I will give it to anybody of your choice.
I will give it to Lami.
you try.
Which Lami? Which Lami?
Lami like makeup.
Which Lami? We'll give it to
Lami has like 3 Adonia brushes, but she still wants more. She wants to be swimming inside.
So we'll
$100.
so we'll buy a product from Adonia. Whoever, I mean, we could take it to. Yeah, we are rich now. Lami, we have money on this show. All right. So the last question. Make sure you get this one, no, because this one is very, 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 very important.
Mm-hmm. If we want to read it.
Call a friend. Can I go?
Yes, you can call a friend. Remember, we said we can call a friend. Remember, we said we can call a friend.
Are you just looking for the question?
No, I don't worry now. I don't want it to be too hard and I don't want it to be too simple. Which gospel is written by a doctor? Your husband is a doctor.
It's Luke.
Look.
Yeah. Man of valor.
Gospel. Oh yeah, where's the $100? Just do it transfer.
We are coming to
hello@adonia.com.
just like that. All right, so we're gonna come to Adonia tomorrow. I'm coming to Adonia. Which of your stores should we be at? Is it the one at Sunridge? Is it the one at
Sunridge is the one close to the place.
Sunridge is the one. So hello@adonia.com, right?
If you go there, you can pay with your card. Don't worry.
We'll pay with the card. No, we can send it direct before, and then we would.
Have money, please.
Okay.
We are not even picking it up. We are the one that will decide who you want us to give it to, but it has to be someone that deserves it, right? Peter said, "Give it to me." The product for my.
Use product in Adonia for now.
Peter, sorry, the product is not for you. The product is not for you. All right, thank you so much, Doyin Motara, for coming on the show. We really appreciate you. You've been a fantastic guest. Thank you so much for sharing part of you with us. We really appreciate. A last word before you go.
I should say something.
Say something.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me. And sincerely, I did not know what to expect, but I like talking. So I wasn't surprised that 45 minutes will go and I'll keep talking. But I like the question that was asked because we actually never discussed it in a public forum before. And I purposely did not mention names. But I like the question that was asked, just because I know that so many other people might be going through something similar. A lot of my friends were giving me different motivational things, that different people had said about stuff like this, It was really empowering. So thank you so much. I really love this show. Anytime I'm awake, I try to listen. I try to listen, even maybe the following day. Yeah. So it's fun. And you guys are fun as well. It's always nice having you guys.
All right, and on that show, we have come to the end of the show tonight. Thank you so much, guys. No sir, Peter, Yomi, Bolu, Imabong, Feidi. Thank you guys for always being on the show and always supporting the brand. And also, just so you know, you can share within different people. It doesn't have to be one person, right? The product.
Just make a brush and foundation for me, please.
What are you saying? You are not. Please don't give Lami. If you give Lami, I fight you.
I know what.
If you give Lami, I fight you.
Can you increase the budget?
No, which budget?
Like average spend in Adonia.
Average spend. So the game is going to be constant now. We're going to be asking questions. Whatever. When our guests win, they can come and buy stuff at Adonia. So that's how. But the budget will be reduced going forward. It's $100 for this one. Budget will be reduced to maybe $50 because we don't have sponsor yet. We are looking for sponsor on the show.
Can give you discounts. Can give you.
Can you discount? All right, thank you so much, guys, for coming on the show. It's been a fantastic night tonight. Have a pleasant evening and enjoy your weekend. God bless you.